Welcome to SCBD Toastmasters. Here is the house rules. I'm your Sergeant Alex. I will read the rules for today's meeting. First is please be on time because the room is always open 30 minutes before. And please identify yourself properly using the guidance on the screen. You can write VTM, strip your name, strip club, or if you're role taking, your role, strip your name. If for guests, please you write G, strip your name. And then please turn on your camera. And four, keep your microphone on mute while you are not talking, and please on mute when you are talking. And five, be fully present and have fun. Back to our President Toastmaster Andika. The screen is yours.
Happy morning, everyone.
Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Happy morning. Welcome to SCBD Toastmasters Club. You can find these four items actually if you join SCBD Toastmasters Club. First, the appreciative environment and also warm environment and people with being energetic and experienced. My name is Andika and I am the club president for SCBD Toastmasters Club. SCBD Toastmasters Club is a part of Toastmasters International. It is a non-profit organization focuses on developing public speaking and leadership worldwide. And we are here around 144 countries, consisted of 14,700 plus clubs, and there are 280,000 members and above. So we are part of a big society in the world. SCBD Toastmasters Club itself was established in 2005. We, the SCBD Executive Committee, have a club missions. So first, we provide guidance in achieving education progress. Also, we provide member-centric mentoring program for all of our members, and we provide warm club environment for everyone. So please join us and join our meeting. If you become a Toastmaster, you will have a pathway learning experience. Basically, it's a 5-level development framework or 5-level development curriculum where you can leverage your skill through this journey. We also provide a mentoring pairs where the senior members can provide guidance for the newer members. Here are the proof that we monitor our members' progress. As you can see here, we have people who have completed level 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And even some of our members completed multiple pathways, not only 1, 2, or even 3. Thank you so much for the SCBD Toastmasters members. At the moment, we have achieved 8 goals. As you can see here, we are eligible to become a select distinguished clubs. So it is a prestigious award for a Toastmasters club all over the world. We would love you to join us every Friday, starting from 6:55 p.m. for GMT +7. On the first and the fourth week of the month, we have a hybrid meeting. And on the second and the third week, we have online meeting. If you happen to be in Jakarta, please join us on the first and the fourth week to our hybrid meeting. We will hold that in the Perpustakaan Kementerian Pendidikan Kebudayaan Riset dan Teknologi Republik Indonesia on Jalan Jenderal Sudirman, Senayan, Jakarta, Indonesia. So let the fun begin. By the power vested in me, I open the meeting. Toastmaster of the meeting is yours.
Happy morning, everyone.
Happy
Happy
Happy morning.
morning.
Happy morning. Wow, we have 14,000 participants here, and this number will be going faster throughout the meeting. Let us start. So, welcome everyone to SCBD regular session with the theme for tonight is what makes an effective communication. So I'm Adrian. I'm serving as a Toastmaster of the meeting for tonight. Imagine if you have this significant one, like you have a girlfriend, like usually we as a boyfriend ask her whenever we feel something off, right? Like, hi honey, what's wrong? Do you think that effective? The communication is effective? And it's the same when our girlfriend, the girl asks the boy when she feels something wrong. We as a boy usually reply with, nothing wrong. Yeah, we usually tend to hide our feelings, what happens until not that we know the problems exploded. And that is what the theme for tonight, what makes an effective communication with the word of the day. Word of the day is communicate. Communication or communicate? Yeah, I think
Communicate.
Communicate. Thank you.
And all its friends.
Education. Donna. Communicate. So don't forget to use our word of the day. So I'm not alone tonight. I have all of these rangers with me. Okay, let's see. And I would like to introduce our general evaluator first, which come from Jakarta Bahasa Toastmaster Resga. Toastmaster Resga, are you there?
Yes,
Please explain
hi.
about the general evaluator.
Yeah, hi everyone. So I am Resga. Tonight I'll be your general evaluator. I will be observing this meeting and making notes of how the meeting is going at the end of the meeting. In addition to that, there is also several essential role takers here that will be serving in this meeting. There will be grammarian, RWOD counter, ballot counter, and also the timer. So for the role takers, please introduce yourself and describe your roles for tonight. Thank you.
Maybe you would like us.
Toastmaster Sekar, we'd like to call you. A counter.
Thank you, GE, my fellow Toastmaster and guests. My name is Sekar, and I will be the RW counter tonight. My responsibility is to note words and sounds that are used as a pause filler by anyone who speaks during this meeting. I will listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen for filler sounds, including and I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase, such as I, or this means. Another thing that I note is the word of the day, which is communicate. Please use it as many as you can during your speech. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used to these expressions. Back to you, G.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sekar. For the next, our grammarian, Toastmaster Nabila, could you please introduce yourself and your roles?
Hello, fellow Toastmaster and guests. For today's session, I will be your grammarian. And as a grammarian, I will be responsible to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to the language usage, and I'll take a note of any improper language, as well as any outstanding words, quotes, saying, and thought. Thank you. That's a short description. Back to you, GE.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nabila. And for the next, to our ballot counter, please introduce yourself and briefly describe your roles. TM Saiful.
Hello, good evening, my fellow classmaster. I'm Saiful. My role tonight is ballot counter, and as ballot counter, I will create polls during this meeting, and I will provide to you a link into Zoom chat, and you can choose your favorite one, like best prepared speakers, best table topic speakers, and best speech evaluators. And during each broadcast, you are going to vote your favorite one. And by the end of the meeting, we will have Hall of Fame session. And can wait for tonight. And back to you, G.
Thank you, TM Saiful. And the last one is our timer, TM Sangmyeong. Please introduce yourself and describe your roles briefly. Thank you.
Hello, Toastmaster fellows and guests. I am Sangmyeong from SCBD Toastmasters in Korea. My role today is timer. As a timer, I will time the table topic speaker for more speeches and the evaluations. I will also allot each speakers of time they have left using my background color with green, yellow, and red, which denote specific time remaining. I will change my background color for the green card like this, and for yellow card I will change my background color with yellow, and lastly I will change my background with red color. Please check your time and please complete your speech on time. I will give my control back to General Evaluator Veska. Thank you.
Thank you, Tim. I hope our meeting today goes well. And back to you, Mr. Toastmaster of the Day. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Resga, for introducing all of your rangers for tonight, like several set of general evaluator that, we want to learn something, right, in this meeting. So without further ado, like good communication that usually have 3 parts, we also have this 3 parts session. The first session would be prepare session, the second would be table topic, and the third one would be evaluation session. So I'm looking forward for your prepared speech for tonight. We have 4 prepared speakers. Oh, it's so many prepared speakers for tonight. Yeah, looking forward to your speaker. And without further ado, I'll call upon Toastmaster Ozan from Metropolitan Toastmaster Club that will evaluate our icebreaker speaker, which is Toastmaster Callisto. Toastmaster Ozan.
Point of order. Toastmaster Callisto isn't here yet. We can go ahead with our second speaker if that's okay. Toastmaster Leonie.
Is it Toastmaster Jenison arrived?
Yes, he has. Hi, Toastmaster Jenison. Are you available to speak?
Yes. So Toastmaster, we can move forward with the second speaker. Thank you.
Thank you
for your initiative, Vice President of Education. So Toastmaster Jenison, are you ready? Going once. Going twice. Okay, maybe he's preparing something great for us. And may I move forward to Toastmaster Hani and Toastmaster Yvonne to be the first speaker. Are you ready, both of you?
Yes.
Okay then. So Toastmaster Hani, please introduce our first speaker tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Tom. Happy morning, dear my fellow Toastmaster and esteemed guests. Tonight, I will be the evaluator for Toastmaster Ivone. She will deliver in the pathway in presentation mastery level 2 project 1 about understanding communication style. The purpose of this project is for learn about how to different in communication style that identify in her about the primary style. And the project will be delivered in 5 until 7 minutes. Without further ado, let's hear from Toastmaster Ecolin Ivone. A slice of life with my instructor. A slice of life with my instructor, Toastmaster Ecolin Ivone. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Henry, fellow Toastmaster and guest. Have you ever wondered why a beautiful communication is sometimes very happy, wonderful, but sometimes it seems simply terrible? I believe you ever speak about the communication style, what you ever encounter, and how the communication impact you. Fellow Toastmasters, how to understanding the communication style is very important because that will impact our life a lot. But before understanding the style, let us identify what different style of the communication. And tonight, I would like to share with you talking about the Toastmaster framework of the 4 styles. The first style is director. This style person actually they are very organized and very skillful and very confident. They always want to get things done well. For example, at my organization in volunteer, because every year we have a big event. It's held in a very big arena. And participants are almost 30,000 people. So the chief coordinator is so important, and he must be a director style because he have oversees all program, all material, and all volunteers, everything. So he must deal with a lot of things. And of course, I'm not being this person, the director person, but how come? I'm the following 3 coaching style because I'm the part of the coordinator to handling the volunteer, the part of the volunteer people. It's almost 50%. So talking about the initiation style, for this style, I have to make all things about being sociable, friendly, enthusiastic, and fun, loving. Because I need to get things as working as part of our team, as part of our group. And especially, I must have the good communication with the member and with the all volunteers. And moving on to the third communication style is the supportive style. For this style, the person, of course, we must have very calm down and very steady. And most important, we don't want to make enemies during we deal with the matters or deal with the people. Because we have to supportive to the group and to this organization. So we must be very supportive. And moving on to the last style. The last style, of course, we must be very precise and very thoroughly to all things. And for this style is analytical style. So, of course, I have to deal with very scientific person or very complex person, including the volunteer or the members or the guest. So I always have to put myself to give the feedback or the information when they require to me. I must always to give them wonderful or satisfying information to them. So, of course, I have to follow up with a cold, very sure, very certainty response to them, so that they can believe to what I connect to the chief supportive to cooperate with them. So all in all, I think these 4 communication styles actually is not impact to my job or to my working. I think the important is impact in our lives. For example, how we deal with our family, our relative, or even our community. It's important. It's based, can I really understand and recognize in what kind of situation or what kind of people I dealing with, or what will be happen. We must know in which situation I have to in which kind of communication style. Then that will help us have a good communication. At the end, I would like to share with you a very famous quote. I think it's related to the communication. It says, people will forget what you say, and people will forget what you did. But people never forget how you make them feel. This quote, I think it inspired me a lot. Thank you. Back to Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Wow, such an insightful speech from Toastmaster Yvonne. And maybe our Sergeant at Arms, may you spotlight our first speaker for tonight, and we can unmute ourselves to give congratulations for Toastmaster Yvonne for delivering her speech. Congratulations, Toastmaster Yvonne.
Congrats,
Congratulations,
Toastmaster
Toastmaster
Yvonne.
Yvonne.
Yay, Yvonne.
Congratulations.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Thank you, everyone. So, like Toastmaster Yvonne said, I think her speech relates to our theme so much, because when we have the group of team, group of volunteers there, we may want to have our message convey to all of them, and we have to be more supportive too, right? And we have to be precise in what the points that we want to convey to them. Thank you so much for tonight, Toastmaster Yvonne. I see Toastmaster Callisto and Toastmaster Ozan already here. You open your camera. I assume you're ready. So please welcome Toastmaster Ozan, who will evaluate our icebreaker speech. Toastmaster Callisto, looking forward to that. Toastmaster Ozan, screen is yours.
Well, thank you, Toastmaster Adrian. Well, hello, everyone. My name is Toastmaster Ozan, and I will be evaluating Toastmaster Callisto. And he'll be taking a pathway to his strategic relationships, level 1, project 1, icebreaker. With the purpose of this project was to introduce himself to the club while learning basic structure of speeches. And without further ado, we shall call upon him. Toastmaster Callisto, turning points, a reflection on my life, pivotal moments, turning points, a reflection on my life's pivotal moments. Toastmaster Callisto, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ozan. Happy morning, everyone. Am I voice can be heard clearly?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So let me open this speech with a question. Have you ever faced a moment in your life that is so important that it became a turning point, which forever altered the course of your life? I believe we all have, and that's what makes each of our personal experience is so intriguing. So my story, my personal story, begins with a simple truth. Life is full of turning points. As a child, I was a very curious uh, kid. I discovering the joy of learning and the thrill of discovering new experiences. But as the years went by, so did the complexity of the turning point itself. Uh, Recently, I identified there were three turning points in my life that, in my opinion, affect me the most and reshape me into who I am today. Okay, so the first one is actually my more than normal time on working for my thesis. So usually people they only have to spend like 3 months or 6 months to um to finish their thesis, but it took almost a year for me because a lot of difficulties and hardship that I had to endure. And the second one is I am always fail to uh, to get a full-time job, whereas my colleagues, my other friends, they could easily land on a full-time job, even when they are still an active college student. And for the last, the third one is my experience of getting left by my longtime partner after several years of relationship. And for me, each of those difficulties and experiences give me its own struggle. And the worst part is those three difficulties happen at a relatively same period of time. So you can imagine the devastation I have to felt enduring all of those difficulties. Um, there is only one thing that I have always kept to strengthen myself during those difficult times, which is a mantra that is you cannot see a rainbow without seeing a rain. And based on that mantra, I try to rebuild myself again. I gather whatever I could use to recover and live my life again. And eventually, my hope and optimism paid off when I am able to graduate from my college, when I'm able to get a full-time job at my current company, and when I turn to be a much wiser and understanding person. So you might ask, did I ever regret ever walking in those paths? No. Did I ever pray to God to turn back time so I can avoid working on those paths? No, because I believe for each of those difficulties that we had endured, they will give us a valuable lesson, which will shape us into a better version of ourselves. So reflecting on my journey, I can see how my difficulties they woven the 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 carpet, the tapestry of my life, and they really help my character and molded my perspective. And I think without the lows, the high would lose their significance, and without the challenge, success would lack its sweetness. So, in conclusion, dear friends, let me leave you with this thought. Life turning points, in my opinion, are not roadblocks. They are opportunities for us to grow, to rediscover ourselves, and to becoming a better version of ourselves. I think that will be all from me. Thank you for your time and consideration, and happy morning.
Please give Toastmaster Callisto a round of applause. Mr. Sergeant at Arms, may you spotlight him? Okay, Toastmaster Callisto, congratulations for your first icebreaker speech, Toastmasters.
Congratulations, Callisto!
Congratulations.
Wow, you deliver such a great speech. Thank you for sharing us your life journey and the difficulties. And I love the quotes that you put there. A rainbow wouldn't exist if there is no rain. Oh, it's such a beautiful quote. Thank you for tonight, Toastmaster Callisto. And we have another great speaker waiting for tonight. I see Toastmaster Jenison and Toastmaster Leon. Are you there? And yeah, I assume you're there. So Toastmaster Jenison, please introduce our third speaker.
Thank you, Toastmasters of the meeting. First of all, I'd like to apologize for my being late here. I was rushing here, and yeah, thank you for understanding, and thank you, Madam VP, for reminding me. Now, the next speaker is one of the most inspiring person I've ever met personally, and she will be doing a project to discover her sense of humor. And the purpose of this project is to begin developing a collection of humorous articles and to present a speech that includes humor. And I'm very honored to be evaluating this speech. Please welcome our third speaker, Leonie, for the love of math. For the love of math, Leonie.
I wanted to tell you a story about my third grade math competition. I attended this competition with my classmate, Andy. He was actually the real deal. He was very good at math. I wasn't. I was just filling in the quota of my school, so we could have two participants rather than just one. Long story short, the competition began. It was a written competition, by the way. And when I saw the paper with the questions, for the love of math, I had no idea what I was supposed to do with the questions. It was just numbers and columns and rows. There were no subtractions or multiplication symbols. Nothing. I looked at Andy. He was a meter apart from me, and he was just doing fine.
Oh,
He was filling in the answers with no problem whatsoever. So I went back to my own paper, observed the questions again. I was waiting for an epiphany, but I suspected at that time half of my brain cells had committed suicide because it explained why nothing came up, not even an inspiration to do something with it. Do you know what I did next with the other half of my brain cell still on duty? I cried. And it wasn't a subtle cry. I was crying out loud. I was bawling up to the point where the supervisor had to call my teacher, and my teacher had to bring me out of there. And when I think about that moment, I could have just stayed quiet, right? I could have just turned my empty sheets of paper and saved my teacher's face and my own face from embarrassment. But nope, I just had to make a dramatic exit. If you think that was my first and my last math competition, you are 100% right. Because ever since that moment, my connection with mathematics hasn't been solid. There was even a moment when I was in senior high school. I raised up my hand in the middle of trigonometry subject and asked my teacher, "Sir, what is the importance of learning trigonometry for my personal future?" I was so desperate at that moment. And my teacher at that time, Mr. Echo, he's a kind-hearted person, said, "Well, Leonie, the reason why we should learn this subject is necessary for measuring length, yada, yada, yada." I don't remember the rest of his answers because it wasn't relevant for me. That was the culmination of my relationship with math. I realized that I wasn't going to love math. I could never love math. There wasn't going to be anything that would convince me otherwise. Until a few years ago, I watched a TED Talk from Eddie Wu, a math teacher from Australia. In his speech, he said that he used to believe math was about memorizing formula to solve meaningless problems in his life. And that was so relatable for me because that is what I felt. Then he went on to explain that math is actually a type of sense, just like a sense of rhythm, sense of humor. It is a sense of logic that allow us to perceive reality that would be otherwise intangible. I was blown away by that revelation. Eddie Wu has communicated math in a way that has never been communicated to me before. If only Eddie Wu was my math teacher, I could have, well, I don't think I still win any math competition, but I could have loved math from an early age. And I could have seen math in a better light. The reason why I'm telling you all of this, it's because it got me thinking. If for most of my life I perceived math as difficult and irrelevant just because it hasn't been effectively communicated to me? What about other things that are being undervalued because of that? And what about you? Do you think people recognize all the good things inside you? Do they misunderstand you? Is it because they failed to see you for who you are? Or is it because you haven't communicated yourself well enough? Because here's the thing, most of the time, the world will only perceive you as good as you can communicate yourself. My name is Leonie. Back to you, Toastmaster of the meeting.
Wow, what a magnificent speech from Toastmaster Leonie. Wow, such a deep message there. And those who are entertained and love how this speech before Toastmaster Sergeant at Arms, maybe you would help me to spotlight Toastmaster Leonie. Please clap with me. Congratulations, Toastmaster Leonie, for completing your project. That speech is so wonderful.
Congratulations, Leonie!
Congratulations. Love
Wow,
how you can
Toastmaster
listen.
Leonie, your message at the end there, your world, the world, what you are, how you communicate you are is how the world perceive you. Wow, it's such a deep message. It's a great delivery, Toastmaster Leonie. Thank you so much. I'm giddy and loving while you're doing the math competition stuff, and how you meet that wonderful teacher in along the line your love and hate about math stuff. I could be your teacher actually, at least teaching you about the trigonometry stuff. Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Rani. And then we also have another lineup. Great speaker ready. We got Toastmaster Andika, and he will be evaluated by Toastmaster Donna here. Toastmaster Donna, screen is yours.
Thank you very much to our Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Adrian. Happy morning, everyone. I'd like for you to unmute yourselves and say ha.
Ha.
Ha ha.
Ha.
And ha ha ha.
Ha.
Okay. So I am here to introduce our very last speaker, Toastmaster Andika, who is embarking on his third path, and that is engaging humor. He is going to deliver his level 1 project 4 first speech, intro to evaluation and feedback. The purpose of this project is to practice applying feedback and serve as a speech evaluator during the club meeting. That's going to be one speech after this. And the purpose of this speech is for the member to present a speech and receive feedback from the evaluator. Without further ado, we'd love to welcome our president, Toastmaster Andika, with a speech title, The World Citizen. The World Citizen, Toastmaster Andika. Time's yours.
There was once said, an extraordinary person can hold the world in his hand. Ladies and gentlemen, I will let you know that quote is wrong. Actually, holding the world in our hand is very easy, and I will let you know how. Are you ready?
Yes.
Tonight, I'm holding the world in my hand. See? It's very easy. But speaking of world, when I was still young, I remember a TV series called MacGyver. Who know MacGyver TV series? Please don't raise your hands if you don't want to be called old people. It was famous in the 1980s. Basically, MacGyver was a scientist who had magnificent engineering skills, and he was hired by a tech company and to solve the problem around the world. But that's not what actually amazed me about MacGyver. Every time he travels around the world and he showed his passport and he could fly to Vietnam, he could fly to Brazil, he could fly to Malaysia. And I'm asking my dad at that time, Dad, how can I be like MacGyver? Well, you need to study hard. No. How can I go travel around the world just like that? Maybe I wake up in Indonesia and then I have lunch in the US and I have dinner in France. How can I do that? My father said, become a world citizen. But what does it mean? Well, you need to find it by yourself. That's a challenge for you. Now, later on, in 1995, I had my first chance to go abroad with my family. I went to Singapore. At the time, my dad empowered me to order one of the fast food restaurants. And he said, go. You go queue. And then, because that was my first time speaking English in a foreign country, I approached the counter and I said, I would like to have 2 chickens and 1 burger. And then the Singaporean said, excuse me, what do you want? 2 chickens and 1 burger. And he said, actually, you should speak louder. And then what I did, I didn't shout. I moved back. And then I was unhappy. And my dad said, why did you stop? And I said, he didn't understand me. But you speak English. Yes, but he didn't understand me. Okay, let's go. Okay, you go with me and you go ask him. I want to have 2 chickens and 1 burger. And then my dad asked me to go away. I said, do you think MacGyver would say that? Why? Why you so speak softly? I said, because I'm not confident, because this is my first time ordering that fast food in another country. I said, well, Andika, if you want to be successful in anywhere around the world, you need to be confident, at least to communicate with others. So how do I do that? Just speak louder. He cannot hear you because he's in the kitchen. I said, okay. Well, that is the first lesson to become a world citizen. We have to have a confidence to communicate. Then, several years later, that was my first time to go abroad with my own family. This time, we went to Paris. At that time, we decided to go, actually, I decided to go to visit one of our relatives. And then he said, what was your time for your train to the Netherlands? And I said, it was 2 p.m. And he looked at the watch and it was 12. I said, where did you stay? Oh, I stayed in this hotel. You must be crazy. You should have gone home 1 hour before. I said, why? Because there was so many traffic. Really? Well, for sure, we couldn't get a taxi right now because it was a rush hour. So, are you ready to run with me? Running? What do you mean? Yes, we have to run. How long? Around 30 minutes. Okay. And then I started to run. Oh, the first 5 minutes, first 10 minutes, I was so spirited. However, on the minute 11, I cannot catch my breath. And I said to him, go, go. If you meet my family, please say, go ahead. And he said, I don't know your family. Oh, all right. Okay. I forgot. And then we start to run together. And then finally, we met at the place. And he said, if you are traveling to another country, you should be able to navigate. So that's the second lesson. Being a world citizen, yes, it brings up all the opportunity. For you, if you are brokenhearted, you can help, you can escape to everywhere you want to find your true love if you are a world citizen. But whatever our reasons to become the world citizen, there are two important things that we need to have. First, we need to have the confidence to communicate. And the second one, we need to know how to navigate. Being a world citizen, are you ready? Back to you, Tom.
Wow, give Toastmaster Andika a round of applause. You may unmute yourself to congratulate him. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
Andika Golden Ways.
Oh, Andika Golden Ways, love that. Toastmaster Shioki. I didn't even need to read the participant name to know your voice, right, Toastmaster Shioki? So yeah, well done. Are you ready to be a world citizen? I think we already are, because in just this meeting, we have participants. I think.
Hi, Adrian, are you there?
Hello, can you hear me? This Master Dona.
You're back. We missed you for the past 10 seconds.
Oh, you missed my excitement. Oh my
You
God.
did. We did.
Yeah, because Toastmaster Andika asked us that, are you ready to be a world citizen? And I'll say that, yeah, we're ready for that, because we already are. We have participants from Korea, and we have participants from Taiwan, and a lot of them from another country as well, because we put this in our YouTube channel. Okay, great, Toastmaster Andika. What a wonderful speech. And now I will call upon our timer, Toastmaster Sangyang, to deliver the time report for our 4 speakers. Screen is yours.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. For the prepared speech, first speaker, Yvonne, 7 minutes, 54 seconds. And second speaker, Callisto, 5 minutes, 7 seconds. And third speaker, Leonie, 6 minutes and 47 seconds. And fourth speaker, Andika, 7 minutes and 20 seconds. Thank you.
So could I assume all of the speakers are eligible to be voted? I think yes, because
Toastmaster Yvonne is not eligible to be voted. She's overtime.
I thought she is 6 minutes. No?
7:54 it says on the report.
Oh, yeah, I should see that. Okay, then. So we have 3 speakers that are eligible to be voted, which is Toastmaster Callisto, Toastmaster Leonie, and Toastmaster Andika. Mr. Ballot Counter, would you mind to put the voting link for us?
Okay, guys, you can put your favorite prepared speech speaker. They are Toastmaster Callisto, Toastmaster Leonie, and Toastmaster Andika. I will count 1 until 5, and I close for the bell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you so much.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for providing us the prepared speech link, Toastmaster Saiful. And now, could we have the group photo session? I think around this segue that we need to have that.
Let's do it.
Okay, so Toastmaster Alvin.
I can take the picture. Okay, everybody, best smiles. Okay. Picture taken in 3, 2, wonderful. Okay, second page.
You
In
need to
3,
communicate yourself, everyone.
yes, please communicate yourselves. Agung comelnya in 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Thank you. Back to you, Adrian.
Okay, thank you everyone for such a beautiful photos. Thank you, Toastmaster. Now we are ready to move to the next session. That would be table topic session that will led by Toastmaster Alvin. Please let us the way.
Thank you, Toastmaster Adrian, and welcome to Table Topic Session. Table Topic Session. This is for you to speak without preparation. Just let it go, let it flow. And you will speak for 1 to 2 minutes after I give you a topic. And please use our word of the day, which is communicate. All right, who's ready? All right, so I would like to call my mentee, Toastmaster Shaiful.
Hi, Toastmaster Alvin.
Okay. Okay, I will give you a topic and please use word of the day, communicate. Toastmaster Shaiful, bad communication is better than no communication. Bad communication is better than no communication. Toastmaster Shaiful.
Interesting question and intriguing question. Bad communication is better than no communication. There are some areas maybe it's good because bad communication still communicate to others, and if no communication, you don't speak to other and you don't communicate to others, and there are no understanding between you and others. Even though bad communication can make your relationship worse and worse, and yeah, there's 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 uh there's suspicion because like yeah, bad communication is better than no communication, and for this moment I agree that communication is better than no communication because like for that example I say even though bad communication makes the relationship become worse, but you still try to communicate with others with every aspect and with every every method you can speak to others, and even though in no communication there are no understanding between you and others. I think that's from me. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much, Toastmaster Shaiful. Wow, let's give a round of applause to Toastmaster Shaiful. My mentee is there. Yeah, bad communication is still better than no communication at all because you are trying to make a relationship. Thank you so much for inspiring us, Toastmaster Shaiful. Well, bad communication lead to still better than no communication. But in terms of no communication and bad communication, I would like to call Toastmaster Dede.
Yes, Toastmaster Alvin.
Okay, we switch from bad communication to no communication. I have quotes for you. If you have nothing good to say, just stay silent. If you have nothing good to say, just stay silent. Toastmaster Dede.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Alvin. I believe if we don't have any good information to others or just make it hard for others, I will keep it silent. Because if we just talking and then make them not comfortable with us, it's really make the moment maybe more difficult to us to communicate later, such as the bad news about something else. So we just can keep the moment, the information until we get the right time for talk to him or her. And then for this one, not only in decide in 1 minute or just 1 days, but for the speaker to not sharing, I believe has to be it has to be in to think some factor to him or her. So in my opinion, for if we don't have any good information or just make it hurt others, I will keep it silent until I got the right moment to tell the truth to her. Back to our Toastmaster Alfie.
Yeah, nowadays we can find the right time to say rather than just say it immediately. I agree with you, Toastmaster Dede. Thank you for sharing. Next, can we have our guest, our regular guest, Ju? Are you ready?
I yes.
Okay. I will give you a scene that you have a long silence with your mom. What will you say to her? You have a long silence with your mom. What will you say to her?
Okay. Okay, first of all, of course, I will approach my mom personally. Like, why is she giving me silent treatment? Because to be honest, silent treatment, me personally, I think silent treatment is the worst punishment ever when you're angry at someone. I mean, you should try to communicate more effectively, right? If you truly love that person, you really have to go through this together and try to find a way out. So if my mom or your mom, guys, is doing the silent treatment on you, just know that that's actually a form of abuse. And it most likely, I know, but please don't be, don't overreact, but this is my personal opinion. And it most likely means that your mom has some sort of like personality disorder, like NPD. You have to try to spot it. NPD is short for narcissistic personality disorder. If it happens for a long period of time, a long time frame. So you really have to uh really but I think you really have to educate yourself on that matter. So if you're a child, what you should do is just, I think, just endure it and make sure to put all your focus on your studies at school and getting good grades so you can get into like a good college and then get a good degree. So something like that. But if my mom is giving me a silent treatment, I'm pretty sure I know that I've made a mistake, and then I will approach my mom personally and try to clear the air between us. So yeah, thank you. I cannot stand for silent treatment, by the way.
Yeah, I
Back to
agree with
you.
you. Thank you, Julia. Silent treatment is the worst because, yeah, it's just you said, yeah, we need to communicate, and how to do it is to approach her personally. All right, thank you so much, Ju. Let's go to the next topic. Talking about communication. Can we have Toastmaster Uyun? Are you there? Toastmaster Uyun?
Hello, yes.
Okay, are you able to speak?
Yep. Okay, this is the max visibility I can show.
All right. So,
Am I
talking about,
audible?
yes,
Okay,
you
yeah.
are.
Okay.
Okay, talking about communication. I have a quote for you. Individual with great skill but less communication won't be success. Individual with great skills but less communication won't be success. Mas Master Uyun.
Thank you, Toastmaster Alvin. Your topic reminds me of Toastmaster Ishraki, who often promotes the topic of self-branding. I think this is relatable to everyone, especially in the era of COVID, where everyone communicates through internet, not directly meet each other. I think making a persona is very important because no one actually know how you communicate directly in person. No one knows actually how is your fashion style. No one actually knows how is your like temperament or anger management if there is a conflict. I think it's easier in the era of COVID or when people communicate mainly through internet to build a persona. Because I think a persona is something that can leverage your value when you want to sell yourself, either to get boyfriend or girlfriend, or even a promotion in a career. You know, in the professional world, I think office politics is something that can level you up. And it is something that, as one of examples, to sell your persona or sell the brand of yourself. So I think, yeah, agreeable to what Toastmaster Alvin said, it's very important that you can communicate yourself better because your value is there. It also resonates from what Toastmaster Leonie said. I think you have to communicate yourself better because, yeah, that's where your value is. And I also encourage myself and others, please build your personal branding. I am not good at it, but I know that it's something that can make you go farther. Back to you, Toastmaster Alvin.
All right, something that can you make you go further. Communication. Thank you for sharing, Toastmaster Uyun. Next, can we have?
May I volunteer, Alvin? If cannot, it's fine.
Okay, Jenison. I have quotes from you. Actually, it's from Toastmaster Sabrina speech, which is, if you never ask, the answer is always no. If you never ask, the answer is always no. Jenison.
If you never ask, the answer is always no. Well, this is something I learned firsthand in high school. Because in high school, I was deeply motivated to do something that none of my friends would, and that is to make lots of money. Because yeah, none of my friends were making money at that time. I thought that if I made money, I would be cool. Well, I couldn't have been further from the truth. But what I did was I joined some sketchy MLMs, sketchy property MLMs, and yeah. And this taught me firsthand that, yeah, I need to ask people. I need to actually talk to people and try, at least attempt, at least maybe attempt to sell them. Because if I don't, the answer will always be no. But I found out after a month in this MLM, everyone said no anyway. Because, yeah, the answer is always no if you don't ask. But if you always ask, if you have no value to offer to the other person, you will always also get a no. That's why I've been building my own value instead of clinging to value from outside sources, like I want to have money so people respect me. I want to be of a certain status so people respect me. No, none of that anymore. That MLM experience taught me that. And now, whenever I want to find value in myself, the key is just that, find value in myself. What can I offer to the world? How can I help you if I want to talk to you? Can I actually be benefit of you if I meet you? Since I always believe that now I have value to offer, I can always get people to say yes, to connect with me. Back to you.
Have value for yourself so you can make people yes for you. Thank you for sharing that, Toastmaster Genison. And now let's move on to another speaker. Can we have Toastmaster Hani?
Yes, Mr. TTM.
All right, Toastmaster Hani. Okay, the question for you is, I want to know more about you. So Toastmaster Hani, what is your communication style? What is your communication style, Toastmaster Hani?
Thank you, Toastmaster Alvin. About my communication style, I was remember that I can implement that there are four communication style, but I can implement that the way I talk with whom or the way in a different situation. Sometimes I just felt that my communication style is direct. It depends if because I need to the answer to the point, so I can ask directly to the person. And also, if example in another situation, if I need to lead the opening or like a moderator, so or meet my friends, so I implement my communication style is initiating with the cheerful and happiness feels like that. And but when I communicate with my friends like a deep talk, only one or two persons, so I implement like the way I how to do listening by giving support, and also by analytical. The analytical, it's the last my communication style. Why? Because sometimes when I listen first, my friends, and I'm still listen and then doing the analysis that the way they give a story. And so my message is I have a lot of communication style, but it depends how I adapt with whom and with a different situation. It's my communication style, but how about yours? Thank you. Back to you, table topic masters.
All right, direct and initiating. Thank you, Hani. A short level 2 project just delivered by Hani. Thank you so much, Hani, for sharing. Next, can we have our guest, or can we have our new member, Toastmaster Olivia?
Hi, yes.
Yeah, Olivia. I have quotes for you. Many relationships broken just because bad communication. Many relationships broken just because of bad communication. Over to you, Olivia.
Many relationship is broken because bad communication. This is totally, I agree. Because I have a pretty much living example. As for example, like my parents, because they are both hard, stubborn people who is very outspoken, and every time they talk, they just, in the end it will be fighting. So I think that if it is without communication, effective communication, it's just simply means you cannot create a relationship that is meaningful or maybe relevant to the people, and then it's very hard to maintain the relationship at all because you don't have any, the communication is so bad, and doesn't connect at all. So I think that sometimes silence is golden. Just keep quiet, just cool yourself down before you can talk to other, because that means you have time to process it, and then you have time to just speak to the other people with clear head. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Alvin.
All right, yeah, thank you so much for the advice, Olivia. Let's talk when you have clearer mind. Okay, next, can we have Toastmaster Koyum?
Sure.
Okay. By the way, this is not a table topic question. I'm looking for advice. I give you a scenario. You have a team, and your team is not doing what you told him to do. So what will you say to him? Get it? Right. Koyum, stage is yours.
My friend, it comes to an intentions on me that somebody has doing something a little bit different from what it's supposed to be done. And now it's my time to get every single one of you in this particular 4 square space room to get back on track. And yes, I know the person in the higher rank already pot pat to all of us. So do not be angry anymore. We do not have to be more sad or more angry or having a mixed emotions about this. Now, my friends, dear colleagues, I would like to tell you how it's supposed to be done. First of all, if you can see on your left side, the signage of exit were clearly mentioned on the door. So if any case of emergency or having a breakups in your relationship, please follow the lines to the door. And that's where, my friend, if you look on your right or your left side, it has a big window. Yes. Also, in case of emergency, do not worry. We have another things that we call it as a pole dance. So if there is any emergency happens in this particular building, you may want to go through that pole and go down straight. And that's way, ladies and gentlemen, my friend, when you have arrived at the lobby of this building, you are going to be gathered around on a signage board on particularly placed in this building. And that's not all. If you're a single person, there is a space for you. If you are a married person in the building also, it have a space with you. So my friend, do not be any more confused about it, angry about it. And that's all from me. Back to you, Mr. President.
Thank you for showing us the way to Master Koyum to communicate with our team, and he's not doing the work. I think that is all of our table topic session today. Thank you so much for sharing inspiration and very good message. And I will give the control back to our Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Adrian.
Thank you for the enjoyable session, Toastmaster Alvin. Thank you for giving us the topic that relates to communication style, and it helped us to understand ourselves better, actually, the topic that you gave to us. And thank you for that. And maybe we can hear about the time report for all of our table topic speakers from our timer, Toastmaster Sangyeong. Screen is yours.
Yep, I will share the table topic session timers report. First speaker, CI full, 1 minute 34 seconds. And second speaker, Dede, 1 minute 39 seconds. And third speaker, Ju, 2 minutes 22 seconds. And fourth speaker, Hyun, 2 minutes and 14 seconds. And Jenison, 2 minutes and 28 seconds. Hani, 2 minutes and 27 seconds. Olivia, 1 minute and 37 seconds. And Kwai-Yung, 2 minutes and 15 seconds.
Okay, thank you for sharing us report, Toastmaster Sangyeong. So I guess all of them are eligible to be voted. Toastmaster Saiful, may I request your help to give us voting link?
You the link for your favorite one to be the favorite table topic speaker for tonight. You can choose, and I will count until 7, and I will close the vote. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and thank you so much, guys. Back to you, Toastmaster of the meeting.
Thank you for providing the voting link for our table topic speakers for tonight. Now we have arrived at the most awaiting session. In this session, we can learn this session is the heart of all Toastmaster meeting, which is evaluation session. And we would like to call upon Reska to introduce all of the evaluators for tonight to give us their evaluations.
Okay, thank you, Toastmasters of the meeting. We are now in the evaluation session, and we have 4 evaluators for today's meeting. Our first evaluator is TM Hani, who will be reviewing TM Yvonne's speech. For TM Hani, please provide your reports. The time is yours.
Thank you, Madam GE. If Toastmaster Yvonne have a good closing with the good quotes, so I have a special quotes for Toastmaster Yvonne. A good speech is like a pencil. It has to have a point. It was inspired from you, Toastmaster Ivone, that you share an insightful speech about your experience in charity organization journey and how you doing the implement in your communication style with a 3 different style. I would say congratulations to you. And what is the area that I love during your speech is first, content of speech purpose. I love the way you deliver in your project speech. Your story is fit with the purpose of the project because the purpose is by you understand your communication style and how you feel the impact after you implement your communication style in yours. Then you the way you deliver in your personal story. First, you start with the point of the question by giving the communications is in the opening, so it will lead the audience want to know more about communication. And then you continue by the way the story is about you giving the 3 your style in different situation, how you implement with a different example and story. So we as an audience understand about your speech. And second, about closing. I like your closing. After you explain part of 3 communication style, you elaborate with some of points that impact with you, then you closing with the beautiful quotes. It will remind us by the strong message and how you impact with the how you impact and feel it by share the insightful to us. Beside of the strong, then I would add some of area improvement is one is the pace. I like the way you deliver in speech, you give a stable pace. So the way you deliver, the message will be understood by the point, and the point. But in the middle of the speech, use some of with a long pause. So it will look like that you forget something, your points, and then you continue again. It will be better. You may try to just focus and then focus on the Zoom and continue again. So it will be better to lead in your next message of speech. I think that's all from me. Hope it will be benefit for you and good luck for your next project. Thank you. Back to Madam GE.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hani, for the thorough review. And let's call our second evaluator. Our second evaluator is Toastmaster Ozan, who will be reviewing Toastmaster Kalisto's speech. Toastmaster Ozan, the time is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Reska. And first of all, I want to appreciate Toastmaster Kalisto to finish up his project regarding his ice-breaking speaking. And not only that, he shares a lot of valuable lessons to all of us and convey our communication, which is how he convey his story lives, which has so many turning points. Has, if you have heard of, is like a butterfly effect and a series of events that happen next to the next. And also he shares a lot of us about how he's been turning point. One of his turning point in life would be sharing his working on thesis, which is taking a lot of year, how he struggled to take a full-time job. And next point is something related about his partner. Although due to some perhaps a communication or mic issue, I did not hear clearly definitive, which I would continue to my next point about how to evaluate it further. Toastmaster Kalisto, you are excelling at how you create basic structure of speeches. You managed to create a segue into an opening, how you make a story about your life and a turning point, and then how you mention and your body structurally defining those turning point in life is how you go for it. And I love how you convey a turning point in life is not a roadblock, but an opportunity, which to some positive mindset, it's really a challenge to you go through in life. And with how we convey certain issue and with how we do this meeting, there are a lot of things that you can work on, such as how you practice to articulate in order to communicate better. And in order to do that, I would like to point out such a focal tone. Most of Indonesians have a problem which we are very monotonal when it comes to speaking. For example, like this is how I speak every day if I would do so. But to increase it further, if you wanted to challenge yourself, you might want to try to do something that you would never think of, such as like, for example, if I want to try to do it, like a turning point in life is not a roadblock, but an opportunity. As that is an example. Using a focal tone is actually putting a lot of stress in certain words and a lot of emphasis on that. In conclusions, in how your speech goes and turning point in life, we have a lot of tips. We all walk through different paths, and the other grass might be greener, but as long as you through it, your lives are going to be fine. Back to Madam G. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ozan. So focal tones is important for our speech to be more fruitful. And let's call our third evaluator. It's TM Jenison, who will be reviewing TM Leonie's speech. TM Jenison, time is yours.
Thank you, Resga and Leonie. You did a very wonderful job. I want you to please applaud yourself, and the audience, please applaud for Leonie without unmuting yourself. Thank you. Applause for myself too. Why did you do a great job? I will explain. But first, the audience should know that Leonie specifically asked me to give a feedback on her confidence. But in my opinion and in my observation, she was perfectly confident. She looked perfectly confident. And Leonie, whether or not you felt confident, it's up to you. But there is always a trick to take your confidence to the next level that I will share later. First, why did I say you delivered a really great speech? First, you had a great command of the English language. Your English was really nice. Really nice is just really nice. But with the cherry on top, you used language that paints us a picture. We call this figures of speech or majas. An epiphany. I was waiting for an epiphany, but it never came because half of my brain cells committed suicide. Do you know what I did next with half of my brain cells? I cried. People see good things inside you, but they can misunderstand you. They fail to see you for who you are. These are all figures of speech that gives us a feeling that what you are feeling, that paints us a picture. So it's easy for us to get into your rhythm. And to get into my second point, it's easier for the audience because you had such a good language to enjoy your humor. Because you painted a picture, the humor landed much better. I don't know if you noticed, but I was giggling throughout your speech, Leonie, and I'm pretty sure some of the other audience are too. Because you had great eye contact, and yeah, the jokes all landed really well, and you had also great timing on your jokes, which is hard to do on Zoom. Now, to take your speech to the next level, something that all World Championship of Public Speaking do and what all movies do nowadays is a technique you can also use, which is foreshadowing. Some people call it begin with the end. Some people call it closed loop narrative progression. The idea is to connect the end with the ending, the start with the ending of your speech. So you could maybe connect the message back to that exam hall, or make the start of your speech connect to your message. Now, this is a challenge for you for your next speech. Make something that foreshadows the ending. Now, to boost your confidence to the next level, in Zoom, it's really hard to deliver a humorous speech because we cannot see the participant reaction, their sounds. Because when we tell a humorous speech, we often resonate with the audience, like literally. When they laugh, we are more expressive with our jokes, makes them laugh harder. So what can we do when we deliver a Zoom speech that we want to be humorous? Simple. We just imagine that the audience there are audience in front of you, not inside Zoom, and they are laughing their ass off. And that will make your delivery as powerful as an on-stage humorous speaker. So to summarize, you have really great command of the English language, really good humor, and to challenge yourself, begin with the end in mind. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Janison. What an awesome review. And let's call our last evaluator, which is TM Dona, who will be evaluating Toastmasters Andika's speech. TM Dona, the time is yours.
Thank you very much to our general evaluator. I remember MacGyver from my lectures in college. They're in their 60s, but I knew MacGyver as someone who's resourceful and always has a way to make things happen using the things around him. And I saw that in you and your speech tonight, Professor Andika. You surprised us by talking about like Atlas carrying the globe around his shoulder, and then oh, that was such an adorable surprise. So thank you for that, Professor Andika. That's what humor is about because it really defies all of our expectation. Secondly, I would like to applaud you on not once, but twice acting out between two characters. And not only that, they were all different characters. You had your fast food worker, your dad, little you, your friend in France, and you yourself again. I see that you have very clear and differentiable characters. When you did little you, I immediately could see your son speaking because that's how similar you were with him. So I thought that was a very touching moment when you spoke out very meekly as little you. You managed to use a high-pitched voice without it being hilarious or taking it out of your point. And next, you also gave out clear pointers. First, be confident, and second, know how to navigate. I think those two are the two keys in getting us to become world citizens, like Pitbull or like yourself. So I do have a few things in mind when it comes to your points of improvement. First of all, I noticed there was a character glitch when you were trying to speak between your dad and Lil Yu. I think there were a few lines where the dad spoke in a high pitch and you forgot to switch to Lil Yu. And I was like, hold on, who's speaking right? But not to worry, eventually I understood what you were trying to say. And second of all, it didn't follow the rule of three. You had be confident, you had how to navigate. And I was waiting for the third point. I was like, where is it? I was really looking for a third point because that's what we expect. Maybe you're doing engaging humor and you wanted to defy expectations by doing 2 points. I don't know, but I think 3 points would be better than 2. And lastly, the ending could have had some more work. So all in all, I'd like to challenge you to stick to the rule of 3 and to question your speech purpose. Is it to entertain or inspire? Because even if it can morph from one to another, I think you did a fantastic job. Thank you. Back to you, GE.
Thank you, Toastmaster Donald, for the very thorough review. And now let's hear from our timers for the time report. For our Toastmaster Sang-myung, please give your report. Thank you.
Okay, I will report the timers report. First evaluator, Hani, 3 minutes and 40 seconds, and Ozan, 2 minutes and 55 seconds, Janison, 3 minutes and 50 seconds, and Donna, 3 minutes and 22 seconds. Yep. So all qualify. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sang-myung. And now our ballot counter will
Okay.
start the vote. Yeah.
Okay, check your Zoom chat box, and there are 2 evaluators. They are eligible to vote, Toastmaster Luna and Toastmaster Ozan. And I will count until 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you so much, my fellow Toastmaster. And that's all from me. Back to you, G.
Yeah. Okay, now we are, thank you, ballot counter. Now we are going to hear the grammarian reports from our Toastmaster Nabila. Toastmaster Nabila, please give your reports. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam GE. For the report, is it possible for me like share my PPT?
Of course, please go ahead.
So, is everyone could see my screen now?
Yes, we
We
can.
are. Yes.
Okay, great. Back to me again, your grammarian. But before I give my report, I want to congratulate for every speakers in our today's session. And now I will give my report for today. Actually, this is the 3 main point that I have spot along our session. The first one is instead of saying like 3 cats, I think we could change it like into 3 cats with s, because it's countable noun and then it's plural, so we should give s. And then the second one is I'm still listen now, and instead of saying that, we could change into I'm still listening now, because this is the present continuous. And then the last one is instead of saying you go run, we could change it into you go running. And then from these 3 main point, I want to highlight in the last point. So this is the verbs followed by a to infinitive or ing, because sometimes in one sentence we want to like combine the two verbs in one sentence, and then we could use the verb followed by to infinitive, or another one, the verbs followed by ing. So instead of like saying I love cook, we could use like I love to cook Indian food, or I love cooking Indian food. And then this is the quotes that I have spot. The first one is from the TM Ifoli. The most important thing is how we could have an impact on others, family, and community. And then the second one is from Toastmaster Callisto. You cannot be a rainbow without a rain. And then the third one from Toastmaster Leonie. The world could only perceive you by the way you communicate yourself to others. And then the last one from Toastmaster Andika. You need confidence to communicate to the world. This is actually very relatable to me because back then I have a very low confidence until someone told me like, if you think you have low confidence, just fake it till you make it. So that's all from me, your grammarian for today's session. Thank you to all of you. Back to you, Madam GE.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nabila, for the report and for catching all the quotes from our beloved speakers. And for the next one, we will hear from our WOD counter, Toastmaster Sekar. Toastmaster Sekar, the time is yours.
Okay, thank you, General Operator. Let me share my screen. Okay, in general, every speaker delivered their speeches well. And I will report my WOD counter. As you can see from my report, the most frequent filler word is and the second is and sorry. Congratulations for Toastmaster Leonie, Toastmaster Andika, Toastmaster Genison, and Toastmaster Koyum, and Toastmaster Donna that has no use filler word. And there is a WOD that there are 33 WOD that has been used, and congratulations for Toastmaster Yvonne that have said WOD for 8 times. And there are also some repeated words such as I, to, wasn't, they, visit, and for. So how do we can overcome the filler words? The first thing is slow down your speech. And the second is keep practicing. And that's all from me. Back to you, General Operator.
Okay. Thank you, Master Sekar. And now I think now it's my turn. So I think our meeting run well. We started on time, and I noticed someone voluntarily changed the format of the username. So that's really helpful. Thank you. And okay, yeah. And all the role takers has explained their roles clearly, and I love the slide used by Toastmaster Sekar. That was really cute. Okay, I think that's all from me, and now we can see our favorite speakers. To Toastmaster Saiful, the time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Madam GE. This is the moment of truth, Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame. The undisputed, the most favorite prepared speech speaker for tonight goes to Toastmaster Leonie. Congrats.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Okay, Leonie, pause. 3, 2, 1. Okay, done.
Next one, the undisputed, the most favorite table topic speaker for tonight goes to Toastmaster Koyum and soon Toastmaster Ju. Congrats to you guys.
Koyum and Ju, where are you?
For your face
I'm
and
here.
big smile.
Okay, I will take a picture. 3, 2, 1. All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
And last one. The undisputed, the most favorite evaluator for tonight goes to Toastmaster Donna. Congrats, Toastmaster Donna.
RVPE. Host Donna. 3, 2, 1. Congratulations.
Congrats to you guys. And okay, if you interested the SCBD Toastmaster, you can reach our brother Toastmaster Adrian, and you can ask everything you want. And thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster of the meeting.
Okay, thank you for Toastmaster Reska leading the evaluation session, and congrats to you all who win the prepared speech, the table topic, and the most favorite evaluator awards for tonight. So we are already in the end of this tonight's session. I would like to extend my gratitude to all of the role takers for tonight. I see that we have Toastmaster Reska for Jakarta Bahasa Toastmaster serving as our general evaluator, and we also have who else? Oh, Toastmaster Nabila, first time grammarian from Metropolitan Toastmaster. Thank you for trying and taking the role of grammarian for tonight. Ooh. And also all of the evaluators, which is I extend my gratitude to Toastmaster Denison from Pia Toastmasters. And also, who else? Evaluators for tonight. I think that's all. And not to forget that we have Toastmaster Yvonne, that is from Taiwan, Toastmaster Sang Myung, also role taker from Korea as well. Thank you for all and welcome. I hope you all enjoy the session tonight. I see Toastmaster Wilson from Metropolitan Toastmaster Nikki as well. Thank you for coming. I hope you enjoy our session. And then visiting Toastmaster Hayum from Taiwan also. Thank you for coming to our club. Regularly coming to our club, I would say. I see you all of the time here. And then, yeah, I hope you all learning a lot about the communication tonight. And then that's all. Thank you for having me tonight. I'll give my control back to Toastmaster Andika.
Hello. So please everyone give a big round of applause for our Toastmasters of the meeting, Toastmaster Adrian, for swiftly and smoothly engaging us throughout the night. And I would like to share some of the exciting events with you that are coming to us and we can benefit from it. First of all, the Division BNI District 87 Open House. You can come to our headquarters, the Ministry of Education Library, if you happen to be in Jakarta, Indonesia. There will be educational session with our District 87 leaders, and you can find a lot of information on how to conquer your fear of public speaking. This is an exciting topic, and this event is not happening, every month or every day. So if I were you, I will go to this event. And the second one, on Saturday, November 25th, we are going to have a Toastmasters Leadership Institute. Again, for District 87 Division B and I, and both events, this one and this one, is open for everybody, for Toastmasters members and also a non-Toastmasters members. And you can find your reasons why you should join the Toastmasters Leadership Institute. And we also have exciting prizes for you. And last but not least, this is exclusive for SCBD Toastmasters Club members, the 2024 Bilingual Speech Contest. It will be held on Saturday, January 6, 2024. So we have several contests, as you can see, international speech contest, evaluation speech contest, table topic contest, even we have Indonesian contest, kontes pidato dipersiapkan, and also kontes pidato dadakan. The requirements only you completed level 2 and you will be eligible to become one of the participants on this bilingual speech contest. So everyone, I invite you to attend these 3 magnificent events, and especially for non-Toastmasters members, you can go to the first 2 events. And we still have 9 minutes, and I would love to ask our Toastmaster fellow from Korea. Hi, Toastmaster Sang Myung. How are you?
Hello.
Well, first of all, thank you for contributing to our meeting. And I believe that you did a timer, I think, on point. And I would like to ask for your opinion on how we run this meeting tonight.
Yeah, it's quite good experience for me. It was very professional and very organized meeting. I am a vice president of education in SCBD Toastmasters Club, and I always dreamed about this kind of well-organized meeting like today. Actually, when Leonie took any role in SCBD Toastmasters Club, she performed her role very nicely every time. Yes, it was fantastic. So I suspected that Leonie's club should be very well organized. And today I'm finally seeing it now. Yeah, every member is professional, and if it is allowed, if it is allowed for me, I would like to join this meeting again as frequently as possible. Yeah. Yeah, it was very great time for me. Thank you.
All right, thank you. I love that you enjoy this meeting and also you contribute to make this meeting enjoyable. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Sang Myung. And also I see here there is a guest Sarah or Toastmaster Sarah. Hello, Sarah. Are
Hi,
you there?
nice to meet you.
Hey, nice to meet you too. Are you a Toastmasters or are you a guest?
Oh yeah, I'm a guest, and this is my first time joining any Toastmaster session. So yeah, I think it was a good experience. I can see how it works, and it's been really insightful as well. Thank you so much for having me.
So what was your most favorite part of this meeting, Sarah?
All right, I guess the table topics.
Okay, table topic.
Like the topic is quite interesting, and I just find it I think I'm just amazed that the people that the members can provide such a great elaboration on those topics, right? Impromptu. So yeah, I think that's great experience as well for me.
Okay. And we also love to have you back in our meeting in the next Fridays. So it will be here, right? I mean, you can always join us online or also offline when it comes to the first and the fourth week of the month. So by this opportunity, I would love to thank our Division I Director, Toastmaster Alfred, and also our visiting Toastmaster Sangmyong, and then also I have Toastmaster Nikki, and Toastmaster Koyum, Toastmaster Nabila, and my beloved Toastmaster Oki. The Toastmaster Oki is, it's far from the eye, but it's near by the heart. So I guess yes, there you go. And also, oh, Toastmaster Ozan. Hi, Toastmaster Ozan. Thank you so much for coming here. I hope I didn't miss anyone. And yes, I like to end this meeting at 8:55. By the power that have vested in me, I adjourn this meeting. Happy morning.
Happy morning.